Heidi ho everybody, Nisi D here, back from Dallas and feeling really good. It is Wednesday, October the 21st, and this is my weeks 13 and 14 post-RNY update. I had the RNY gastric bypass surgery on July 15th, 2009 in Mexico with Dr. Hoya. I want to start off by saying thank you to Cross Pecans, CJ Radio, Patrice, I'm sorry I don't remember your online name here, Catherine, and Quilting Connie. You guys were wonderful to us our last day in Dallas, taking us around, showing us your beautiful city, sharing with us some of the special spots in Dallas, and spending time with us, sharing lunch with us, taking us to the shooting range. It was absolutely wonderful, and both Carla and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It really made the trip extra special. And also a shout out to my friend Mary and her daughter Casey, who came down. Well, Casey lives in Dallas, but Mary drove down from San Angelo to see me on Saturday night. So it was wonderful to spend time with you guys as well, and I thank you for doing that long drive, Mary, and to meet us. So thank you. I will have some pictures and stuff that I'll put together and post on the weekend probably, so that you guys can see what we all did. I know Cross Pecans already posted some, but I just wanted to say thank you. That was absolutely wonderful. On to the numbers. So the last time I had weighed in was October the 7th, and I had not lost anything that week. I had stalled out. So I weighed in this morning, and I am down 3.5 pounds in basically 3 weeks, because that last weigh-in that I did do, I was at a 0 loss or gain. However, I am perfectly happy with that 3.5 pounds in 3 weeks, considering I went through Thanksgiving and I went through this amazing convention that had just an abundance of all sorts of foods. It was actually kind of wonderful to feel kind of normal. I could try, I tried most things, and in little amounts. I mean, I didn't gorge, I didn't overeat, I never made myself sick. But I indulged a little bit more than I normally would, in more carbs than I usually would, as well as in a bite or two of dessert. My traveling companions were very generous with allowing me to have a bite of their desserts, because I didn't want to waste a whole piece. But everywhere that we, when we did go to a restaurant for supper, I was always able to find something to order. I had a couple of glasses of wine over the course of a few days. I had a couple of pomegranate martinis, my favorites, while I was there. And again, I didn't overindulge, but I was able to feel normal, participate in those social events, and I still lost weight. So that, I think that's really cool. The other thing that is really cool is that we were going from 7 o'clock in the morning until usually wouldn't get back to our rooms till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I could handle it and manage it very well. I was tired, but I would have been, exhausted before the 75 pounds that I've now lost. So, wow, it's just been an amazing 3 weeks, because of all of the things I was able to enjoy, because physically I was able to not worry about how far it was to walk, or being tired, or breaking out into a sweat. Lord knows that used to happen all the time with any exertion at all. So it was a wonderful trip. And like at Easter time when I was home, Daniel, my nephew, took off out of the kitchen, and I took off running after him, and he ran behind the armchair at Mom's and Dad's, which is away from the wall a little bit because it's a rocking chair. And I ran in behind him, and when I got there, Dad was sitting on the couch and his eyes just kind of opened wide. And I said, Daniel, you can't hide behind her anymore because I fit now. So it was kind of cool. So that's one of my wow, yahoo, this is great moments, because the 15th, while I was in Dallas, was also my 3-month anniversary since I had my surgery. So yeah, it was cool. My other wow moment, and you heard about it already in Crosby Khan's video if you watched it, was I was able to ride the airplane without using a seat belt extension. Woohoo! How exciting is that? Like, I thought, okay, I'm not going to ask. I normally would ask the stewardess as soon as I walked on before I even went to my seat. But I thought, well, we'll give it a try. And even on the smaller plane, which has shorter seat belts, so, you know, there was a short period of time before I gained more weight where on the bigger planes I was okay, but on the smaller planes I would have to get an extension. Well, I didn't need an extension on either plane, so that was amazing. So anyways, the 3.5 pounds gives me a total weight loss of 75 pounds to date since my surgery, or since starting the pre-op diet. So that's excellent. I better hurry up here. I'm talking too much. The other wow moment in the last little while is taking a bath. I've been able to get into the bath and I actually fit in the tub. I don't feel like I'm a sausage squeezed into its casing, and I used to love bathing, so I am quite enjoying that little luxury again, having a salt bath or a bubble bath, that sort of thing. What else can I talk about? Oh, just the fact that my body feels different, like physically feels different. As a nurse, there's various what we call landmarks for when you're wanting to figure out where to give a needle, things like that. And so, you know, like you have your xiphoid process here. I have ribs. Did you know I had ribs, folks? So it's wonderful. 3 months out, I'm feeling great. I'm doing great. And I actually don't know what else to share with you today. Oh, the other thing I was going to share, what I discovered in Dallas was, you know, the first 3 weeks out or so, I didn't have any trouble with drinking water, as a lot of people said that they did. But then I was finding that it was harder and harder to drink just plain water. And so I would mix it with, oh, I thought I brought it here, with either Crystal Light, I like the raspberry flavor, or the Nestea green tea powder, like the Crystal Light. And that was okay, but it was really cold in all the conference rooms in Dallas, and so I didn't want to drink cold water. I'd forgotten to bring Crystal Light along with me. And what I discovered was, because I didn't want to drink coffee all day either, was I just started taking in warm water with me. So I would take hot water, but rather than making tea. And I used to drink hot water all the time. I know to some that might sound kind of disgusting, but I, at one point in time, was cutting back on my caffeine intake, but still like to drink something warm. So I would just drink hot water. So I did that, and you know what? I can tolerate drinking hot water, no problem at all. Like the cold water kind of gurgles and burbles and whatever, but the hot water works just fine. So that's a little tip you guys might want to try if you're able to do that. So I think I'm going to cut it off there. I'll probably post another video on the weekend, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Hope you're all doing good. I've started watching a few videos. I haven't been commenting, but I will catch up on that on the weekend too. I've been working last evening a little bit, and I will again tonight, trying to get caught up at work. So you all take care. Susan, don't you get too rammy out there, eh? And have a great week, have a great weekend, and make a great day. Bye.